Seattle has a really great Pride Parade, and it's a really great community.
And so how do we make a space that's both culturally sensitive and affirming, etc., and that is, politically progressive? So many people I know have grown up thinking I must be the only South Asian lesbian or queer or bisexual in my city, in the world, whatever, right? So I think one of the very basic functions we perform is simply to say there is this diversity within South Asian communities which gets lost because of all these other issues that we're fighting, right? I think one of the things that you hear very often is that if you're gay, then there's sort of this equation that if you're gay, you must be white. And I think there are historical factors that make certain communities more, that make communities want to be more homogenous, right? So if you're sort of facing racism every day, then you're thinking that, that being queer is sort of a secondary issue or something. It's just hard within South Asian communities to be out. I think there's huge fear, and that's why it's so important to have South Asians, however they're identifying, marching, because just that simple statement of saying that there are folks who are both South Asian, recent immigrants, or first gen or second gen or whatever it is, and queer or bi or questioning, etc. I think just that is such a powerful statement.
I'm Sister Lotus Abola, the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. It's good to come out and just celebrate. We all live in these lives of and it doesn't, matter orientation out here. It's just pride. It's about being free and being who you want to be and everything. If I can come out looking like this, you guys should come out looking like you look. It's good. People get a little apathetic, and then something happens where funds dry up, and we realize that we have to stand up and not rely on the big status quo monies that come to us. Raise it for ourselves, do a show, sell Jello shots and give them to your community. You're going to drink anyway, might as well make some money.
There is a challenge for people of color to really find deep, a space to be deeply themselves, not just the superficial cultural food festivals and clothing fabrics. Yeah, going beyond that and really talking about the deeper issues of our identity. It's a little bit hard. I find it sometimes more difficult here because it's predominantly white city, but on the other hand, it's just so progressive. So also, if we could do the work, then I think we can move forward. We can't let other people, we can't wait for somebody to do the work that we need to do. So that's what I think we're all about.
As for these companies, having a spot in the parade, I really appreciate that because, these are companies that really, truly believe what they're saying, There's plenty of companies out there who give millions and millions of dollars to anti-gay legislation. It's nice to know that some companies like Microsoft are supportive of their gay employees, and aren't trying to undermine the movement, if you can say there's even a movement anymore. We found ourselves in a stagnant moment in the movement because we don't have the equal rights, but we're socially acceptable, and it seems like we're not passionate about getting those equal rights because we're okay just being us, I guess. I guess I'm being pessimistic though, because the reality is, probably at least half the people here actually believe in something and care about something and they're fighting for something. But, you see it here, but it's the media always focuses on the half-naked men or the crazy drag queens that are really loud and flamboyant, And they definitely have their place in the movement, and I respect that, but when that's all that everybody ever sees, it's hard to take the rest of us seriously, But that's not really their fault or our fault, That's kind of a media thing,
Latinos are disproportionately affected by HIV and AIDS. And so that's a big part of our work. We're also really involved in addressing, issues of homophobia in the Latino community on the one hand, and then also racism in the general community, in the gay community as well. So even though Seattle is a great community, there's always challenges and there's always more work to be done.